Welcome to A View to a Grill. I'm Johnny, and today is going to be the first episode in my Let's Lose Weight series. I'm going to show you my delicious cilantro and lime marinated sirloin steak. I'm also going to show you some before and after activity stats. I'm going to show you how I use that cilantro and lime sirloin steak in my meal prep program. And we're also going to do the tail of the tape. We're going to have weekly before and after weighing. And I'm also going to show you some before and after body shots. My goal is to lose 5 pounds a month until I lose 20 pounds. How did I get to this point? There is one event that tipped the scales for me and totally told me that I needed to lose some weight. Now, you may or may not know, but I golf on the weekends, and my wife and I were at Sam's buying things for around the house. Well, Sam's is kind of this all-in-one store. They also sell clothing. I saw some golf shirts that were, I think they were $5.99 each. So I'm like, dude, I'm getting me 3 of them. I tried one on, an XL, and it fit tight, like really tight. And I thought to myself, why does this fit so tight? So I look over to my wife and I say, hey, I want to buy these shirts, but this XL feels a little tight. And she says, well, they have a 2X right next to it. And I thought, well, hell no, I'm not getting a 2X. I've never worn a 2X my entire life. These shirt sizes must be wrong. And she says, well, it looks like you wear a 2X now. And I thought, damn it, I need to lose some weight. I've tried other diets such as keto, the Mediterranean diet. I've even used an app that would calculate the amount of calories I can eat based on my, physical characteristics. And even that has failed. So now I'm just going to try to keep it simple and try a calorie bank. Now let's get into some dad bod stats. Now I'm only 5'7", but I weigh 207.8 pounds. And here's just some shots of me. This is a front view, here's a side view, and this is the other side. Now just get a measurement around my midsection, and that is 45 inches. And then a measurement around my chest, which is 46 inches. Now I'll be using my iPhone to measure my physical activity, and at this point I average about 5,626 steps a day. You can see I'm a little more active on the weekends than during the weekday, and that's because, well, I golf on the weekends. Now, some baseline exercising that I do, well, I really don't exercise, so before I got started on this diet, I thought it would be a good idea to log everything I ate for a month just to know where I can start cutting calories. And here's my log, and all of the items that I have highlighted in yellow are high calorie meals, and then all the items I have in red, well, that's the amount of alcohol I drink. And I really didn't know how much alcohol I drank until I logged it. And it's, well, this may be a lot to some people and it may not be very much to others, but I was really surprised on the total of alcohol. Because if you asked me, I would say that I drank about 2, maybe 3 alcoholic beverages a day. But the truth is that it far exceeds that. So I really see some opportunity where I can cut calories, and we're just going to go from here. Now, how do I plan on losing weight? Well, I'm going to give myself a calorie bank. I'm going to try to average less than 2,000 calories a day per week. I'm also going to try to increase my average step count. For that, I want to average more than 7,000 steps per day in a week. And my exercise plan, I'm just going to lay it out. I don't like to exercise, but at the beginning, I'm going to at least try to come up with some kind of exercise plan that I feel comfortable doing. And then hopefully that'll allow me to lose about 5 pounds a month. Now let's get into the cilantro and lime recipe. This is a quick simple, and delicious recipe that I make about once or twice a month. The Fiesta brand fajita seasoning is my absolute favorite fajita seasoning. I'll drop a link in the description below. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of fajita seasoning, a teaspoon of comino, a half a cup of lime juice, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, a 1/4 cup of olive oil, and you're also going to need a Ziploc baggie. On this plate, you see that I have some sirloin steaks and a bunch of cilantro. Now, all we need to do is get all of those ingredients in no particular order into the Ziploc baggie. Once they're all in, I like to twist up the Ziploc baggie and then shake it vigorously until all of these ingredients come together. And then when you're done, you're going to have about a cup's worth of marinade that looks like this. Now it's time to get your cilantro into the bag and those sirloin steaks. When you close the bag, try to squeeze as much of the air out as possible while zipping the Ziploc shut. And then I always like to kind of massage the marinade into the meat just to make sure that everything is fully coated. And now I'll just get that onto a pan and into the refrigerator so that it can marinate overnight. And then the next day, I'll just pull those out, get them on the grill, and grill them to a color you like and a temperature that you like. In my case, the temperature I pulled these off at was about 134 degrees. Now let's talk about my goal achievement. This is the end of the first week. How did I actually do? Did I achieve my calorie goal, which was to average less than 2,000 calories a day for the week? You can see that I cut down on the high calorie meals, and I also cut down on my alcohol consumption by a lot. In doing that, I averaged 1,817 calories a day for the week. So I would say that my calorie intake was a success. Now, did I achieve my step goal of averaging more than 7,000 steps a day for the week? If you remember, my previous average was 5,626 steps a day. This week, I averaged 8,311 steps a day for the week. So I indeed met my step goal for the week. Now, did I come up with an exercise plan? And the answer is yes. I think I know now what I want to do for exercise, and I'll go over that next week. Now it's time for the meal prep and the taste test. I just have these little buckets, and here I have a half cup of red beans, a half cup steamed white rice, and a 1/4 cup corn with bell peppers. I'll just get the steak sliced up into thin slices. Now there is that little gray ring around the sirloin steak, and that's due to the citrus marinade. A citrus marinade overnight will do this to your steak. But look at the center. This steak is the perfect temperature that I like. Now I'll measure these up, and I'm going to divide these 3 steaks into 5 servings. So an equal amount was a little over 3 ounces per meal prep bucket. And by my calculations, this comes up to a little less than 500 calories per bucket. Now let's talk about my weight gain or loss. And right after that, I'll show you some before and after body shots as well. If you remember, my starting weight was 207.8 pounds. For the week, my ending weight was 204.2 pounds, which is a first week weight loss of 3.6 pounds. I was only going for 1 pound, got 3.6. Bit of an overachiever, but in the world of weight loss, you don't always get great results like that, as you'll see in future episodes. And now for those before and after body shots, we'll take a look at the side profile. I really don't see a difference. A front view, maybe my belly isn't as round as it was before, but that could just be the t-shirt. And the other side view, I really don't see a difference. After 3.6 pounds, I'm not seeing a physical difference. And honestly, I don't feel any different about the way my clothes fit. So we'll just keep going and see what happens in the future. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead, take a minute, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching A View to a Grill. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, y'all.